Venture. Overwatch's newest DPS hero joins the battle in Season 10. This is the first hero release to be put into rank day 1, so I spent 10 hours playing Venture in rank to answer the question, are they balanced? Before we jump in, make sure you're subscribed, thumbs up the video, and make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss new videos. My adventures start in Plat 2 with the goal of ranking up to Diamond. The first game playing Venture went just about as well as you'd expect. Using the playtime I had during the playtest, I was already somewhat familiar with Venture's abilities. I used the combination of Burrow and Drill Dash to get myself into and out of combat safely, dealing damage from around corners with their AoE primary fire, and tactically using their ultimate to get as much damage as possible, though I found myself feeding entirely too easy. Venture is a very close range damage dealer, so I figured getting close by flanking was the best way to go. This didn't turn out too well because I started most of my rounds with 0 eliminations and 3 deaths. While I was able to get some momentum in the second half of the game, it ultimately ended in a loss. The next game went much better. I was using the Burrow Dash combo to get some quick damage on multiple enemies safely. I had thought this was one of the best ways to use Burrow Dash combo because of the reduced cooldown, but I found it doesn't deal too much damage at all. Hour 2 started off with me D-ranking to Platinum 3. I got all the basics down. All I needed to do was play smarter and use my abilities better. As I mentioned earlier, the Burrow and Dash combo doesn't deal much damage, so I switched from using it to engage a group of enemies to only using it to chase or get out of sticky situations. This ended up working really well for me as I was able to finish off low HP targets as they were running away. I also began to use the leap after charging up Burrow to get to high ground and gain an advantage over unexpected enemies. This really helped me to get picks on high priority targets as well as contest high ground more efficiently, since I still had my drill dash cooldown to be able to use. Though sometimes I wouldn't have enough height to actually make the jumps, causing me to die in the process. This is where I really started to get the ball rolling with Venture. I was consistently getting play of the game and using my cooldowns effectively. Oh, wait, who is that? That's me! I learned that it isn't always a good idea to fully charge your Burrow ability, as it makes you a predictable target for CC like Roadhog's hook and Ana's sleep dart. Lame. Positioning became a big focus for me at this point in my 10-hour challenge. I stopped going in needlessly and feeding the enemy team. Instead, I opted to play safe behind corners and stay near the objective. This worked out for the most part, giving me the impression of how Venture should be played. Poke from a safe distance and close the gap with their abilities, chasing down low HP targets and getting out safely. After climbing back to Plat 1, I was getting close to my goal of Diamond. This is where I really had to lock in. Most of my games have been very close in these 2 hours, winning one game and losing the next. I focused on what I could do better. I discovered if you save your drill dash after using Burrow, you can get great damage out and retreat safely. If they don't have a Roadhog that doesn't miss hooks, of course. My focus during this time was not to play into my counters. I found that Cassidy and Reinhardt are big counters to Venture. You get stuck by a Cass, you're like a sitting duck. And because Venture is such a close range DPS, if you get stuck next to a Reinhardt, he will hammer you down. After a long while floating in Plat 1 and getting within one game of Diamond multiple times, I had enough. I was going to get to Diamond this time. I started saving my ultimate for clutch moments where I know I could get multiple eliminations. This was great for coming in clutch for my team, as there was multiple times where my ultimate was the deciding factor for winning fights. While the ultimate is very strong, it doesn't always provide good value. I had a few moments where I'd use my ultimate and the enemy team would get on high ground, or they would use cover effectively to get out of line of sight. Everything was going good though. I was right there, one win away from reaching Diamond when I had one of the toughest games yet. All game I was fighting to get the win, then it happened. In overtime, as one of the last players standing on my team, I managed to pull off the game-winning play. Oh, wait, winnable! Holy, oh my god! Oh my god, abstractive! Abstractive! Kill the widows, the last one, let's go! Abstractive, baby! Oh, the best gamer ever! That's Diamond, mother. Then I finally reached my goal of hitting Diamond. After finally hitting Diamond, I continued to queue since I hadn't reached the 10 hours of gameplay with Venture yet. I kept winning and winning, climbing almost all the way to Diamond 4.
Nice.
My games past this point have been going very well. I've been getting play of the game more consistently, using my combo really well, and having a great time doing it. So after 10 hours of playing Venture, I can answer the question, is Venture balanced? I will say, I think they are. Throughout my playtime, I had moments where I feel Venture really struggled, like on long range maps such as Ivana. With good positioning and smart cooldown usage, Venture is really strong. The only tweaks I think that could be made to them would be the amount of shield they get from each ability usage or the strength of the ultimate. Other than that, I think Venture is pretty balanced. I would love to hear your opinions in the comments. And make sure to subscribe and thumbs up the video. All the gameplay you saw in this video was recorded on my live stream at twitch.tv/abstractow. I'm live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. EST. Stop by and drop a follow.